Hello, I'm Elizabeth Dabrowski, and thank you for watching my presentation on the theory of connectivism. To quote one of connectivism's founders, Stephen Downes, "At its heart, connectivism is the thesis that knowledge is distributed across a network of connections, and therefore that learning consists of the ability to construct and traverse those networks." What this means is that connectivism is a way of looking at how learning happens across technological networks, rather than how learning happens within the learner. It seeks to answer questions about a learning process that is nonlinear, chaotic, and complex, how it affects pattern recognition as it pertains to learning, and how technology affects cognitive functions, such as storing and retrieving information. As times change, so must our understanding of the world. Learning technologies evolve and trends change. As they do, new questions arise that require examination, and new theories come from the answers we find. In 2005, George Simmons examined how the classical learning theories of behaviorism, cognitivism, and constructivism applied to new trends in learning, such as how people learn from the internet, from computers, and from other technological networks. The internet has connected the world in ways that have never been seen before, and as such, people can share information as they have never been able to before. Accessing the information that is available online, making sense of it, and using it for gain in knowledge has, according to Simmons and Stephen Downes, prompted the need for a new theory to explain why and how this is done. The introduction of connectivism sparked debate over whether it qualified as a theory and whether a new theory was actually needed to explain the phenomenon of technology in the learning environment. There are many who feel that a new learning theory is unnecessary, as everything that connectivism explains can be covered in other theories, such as constructivism. Simmons stands firm in his belief that it is worthy of being a theory in its own right. To quote from Tony Forster's blog, "I will say connectivism is a learning theory because I feel it is attempting to, as Popper states of a theory's role, solve a problem, namely information abundance, complexification, etc., all of which are created, enabled by the reduced barrier of forming connections with others from around the world." Changes in technology happen very rapidly. Over the course of 20 years, we have seen the fledgling internet grow to become the repository of the sum total of human knowledge. There is not a single thing you can't learn about online, or by connecting with someone else online. Connectivism looks to explain how those connections translate into an ability to make sense of everything available through technology. Simmons, in his original 2005 paper that introduced the concept of connectivism, did not limit the theory to the internet. He felt that the implications reached farther than that, into the media, into how information is disseminated through large organizations, and how social media plays a part in learning. Connectivism also serves to highlight the change in learning experiences in this new age of technology. The learner, their pace, style, and desires have become first and foremost in the entire learning experience, thanks in part to technology that makes at-your-fingertips learning possible. This is a change from the past, where learning was dependent on the teacher's schedule. Connectivism can be used to focus on how learners take what they have learned online or from another technological source and apply it to real-life problems. Many times this happens informally. YouTube videos have taught people how to do everything from create the perfect smoky eye makeup technique to how to change the oil in your car. In training environments, these learning opportunities can be used as a prerequisite to the class, with discussion and practical demonstration to follow. Connectivism also covers asynchronous learning, in that technology is used by the learner to access information on their own time. Examining the learning habits of people who choose to access asynchronous learning can answer questions about how people form connections or networks with the help of technology. Connectivism has come a long way since its inception in 2005. It has gone from an untested idea to a new way of looking at the technological world in which we live and learn. Many studies have been done looking through a connectivist lens. However, for a lot of people, it still has a way to go before it's fully accepted as a learning theory. Thank you for your attention and your comments in the forum.